frog in my throat. Hello, good morning. Oh, it's a horrible day here in Manchester. It's dreich and nasty. Right, so the second day of the sort of total body workout. Head's going. The total body workout. So we'll start as usual. If you're new to the class, just follow along. We'll start with our warm-up. So we're going to do 5-minute warm-up, 10 minutes without weights-ish, 10 minutes, same exercises with weights, and then 10 minutes floor work, because getting up and down off the floor is a really important skill. Right, so we're going to do heel dig with an opposite bicep curl, always opposite arm and leg, if you're only using one limb at a time. Heel dig, bicep curl. 2 legs, no, 1 leg, 2 arms. 1 leg, 2 arms. 1 leg back, arms forward. 1 leg back, arms forward. Knee up and arm up, opposite arm. Knee up and arm up, opposite arm. If you're hardcore, you can go up on your toe, because we're doing it quite fast, so you won't wobble too much. So we're going to do this for about 5 minutes. So heel dig, side, back, knee. Right, I've had feedback from some of you on some of the exercises, particularly the floor ones. The floor ones are hard. Ooh, there's no getting around it. They are hard. So I've modified a couple of them, and I hope that makes it a bit easier. But the plank one that we do, and actually the bird dog, puts quite a strain on your wrists. So unless you've actually got a medical condition that stops you sort of putting your weight on your wrists, I'm going to suggest that you work up to doing 12 repetitions gradually. I mean, it does put a strain on your wrist. There's no getting around it. So maybe do 2 or 3, and then I'll show you what to do after that. I'll show you the modifications as we go around. I think it's only the floor work that people found particularly difficult. I mean, what I want to do is challenge you, but not put you off. And obviously, you do everything at your own capability. So if you can't do 12 repetitions of a particular exercise, just do 2 or 3, do as many as you can, and aim to work up to 12. If you could do all these exercises perfectly, then, well, I was going to say you don't need them, but obviously you do. But the reason you're at this class, presumably, is to increase or maintain your strength and your balance and your mobility. I think that's all I've got to say at the moment about this. So heel dig, side, back, knee. I like this warm-up because it makes your legs and arms go in all different directions. So you're warming up the joints. It's good for your balance. It's good for your strength. It's good for your brain because you've got to remember the sequence. So heel dig, side, back, knee. We'll do 3 more. Heel dig, side, back, knee. 1, heel dig, side, back, knee. Heel dig, side, back, knee. Right, brilliant. So the first one we're going to do is a sit to stand. Now, a sit to stand is a squat really, but you don't have to worry about technique because you're sitting down. Because a squat is sitting without the chair. It's not sort of putting your knees forward like that. But with the chair, it's impossible to do the wrong technique. Because you do that, you just can't sit down, you can't reach the chair. As you get better at this, so you sit down, shuffle towards the front, As you get better and stronger at this, you could get a lower chair. I use this bench now. I'm only using the chair really for the class. Anyway, we're going to do a compound exercise, which means we're going to use our arms as well as our legs. We're using several muscles and joints at the same time. But squat first. So you're sitting, your knees are at 90 degrees. If you can't get up, you should keep your thighs should stay parallel. Your knees shouldn't come in. You shouldn't have to rock. If you absolutely have to, do, but aim to be able to just stand up nice and slowly. Right, we're going to start now. Have your hands here. And as we stand up, we're just going to raise the hands above your head, your arms above your head, and then down. 2. And when you come back, if you can, just brush your bottom against the chair. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. You can put your arms right down so that you're getting full range of movement. 8. If you can't get your arms up by your ears. 9. It doesn't matter. 10. My class is very much do what you can. 11, because we don't want injuries and I want to keep you coming. 12. Right. Standing up. What's the next thing? I have to keep looking at my, yes. So we don't need the chair anymore. So the next one we're going to do is just raising the knee and bringing the elbow across like that. We're going to do 12, okay? And we're doing this to get a twist in the spine, to get the spine a bit flexible, okay? If you can't get your elbow to your knee, doesn't matter. Do what you can, as long as you're doing the movement. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You can bend your back as well. 4, 5. If you can get your elbow to the outside of your knee. 6. That's good. 7. It's more of a twist. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew, that's good because it works your core. It works on your balance as well because you're on one leg a lot of the time. Next thing we're going to do is a lunge. Now, do you remember our lunge? We're not going to go backwards and forwards. We're just going to, it's like a static lunge. So your feet are hip width apart and you take a step forward and you keep your feet hip width apart so that you've got a good stable base. So I'm going to do the first set sideways so as you can see what we're going to do. And you don't need to go down very far. Your torso is upright. Just going to go down a bit. 1, 2, and you could go 3, 4. You don't have to. 5, 6. If you have to concentrate on keeping your balance, do. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other leg, just to mix it up a bit. Mainly because I just forgot about it really, but I'm pretending it's part of the plan. So you step forward with your other leg. And remember, your knees don't drift in. My left knee has a tendency, wants to drift in. Don't let it drift in. And we're going to do a bicep curl this time. So your elbows are anchored into your side. So it's only your forearms that move. So we're going to go 1. Don't need to go down very far. 2, 3. Slow and controlled though. 4. Torso is upright. 5. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. 6. You can use medium weights for this. 7. Because I forgot I've used light weights. 8. Oops, I'm falling over here. 9. 10. 11. 12. I'm having to concentrate to keep this leg out because I noticed it was drifting in a bit there. I'm lucky I can see myself on the screen. Right. Side bend, feet hip width apart. Side bend is dead easy. You're just going to the side. 1, 2. Note where your hand stops the first time. 3. And see if you can go further down as you progress through the exercise. 4. I've lost count. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is just strengthening. 9, the muscles that support your spine. 10, and also flexing your spine. 11, 12. If you wonder what sort of benefits any exercise done, just Google it, benefits of. 1, that's what I do. 2, although I am a trained professional. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, what are we doing? Oh, well, we're going to do, some more squats or sits to stand. This time we're going to use light weights. Okay? So shuffle forward to the front. We're still going to do the overhead, arms overhead. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just touching your bottom on the chair. 4, the backs of your thighs really. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. I think maybe I was just used to the other exercises. But I think doing compound exercises makes you puff a lot more. Right, just to finish up this first 10 minutes, we're just going to do some balance exercises. I'm going to go without benefit of a safety net. I'm not going to have the chair near to hold on to, but if you need to hold on to the chair, please do. And this is quite simple. I'm just going to be on one leg and just go round the clock. If you need to go 12, 3, 6, if you need to put your foot down, do. But if you can do it without putting your foot down, even better. So 1, and it should be done in a slow and controlled way, unlike the way I do it sometimes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get your balance, Rosemary. 12. Other side. I'm just going to move this, else I think I'm going to kick it. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jolly well done. Right, we're going to go back into the exercises that we were doing before. And of course, we're going to do a squat. Your legs get a bit beasted in this. Now, for this squat, I'm going to use medium weights. Okay? And we're going to do the squat with the overhead press. So I'm going to hold the weights here, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hoo-wee. That's tough. You don't have to use medium weights. You don't have to use light weights. You don't have to use any weights at all if you're finding that too tough with the weights. You know yourself. You know your own capability. So don't just slavishly follow what I do. Use your common sense, because we want to challenge you, like I say, but not make it so hard that you think, oh, I'm never doing that again. Right. So, chair out the way. And in the first one, we were doing the elbow to the knee, but obviously we can't do that with weights. So I've got my really heaviest weights here. A kettlebell is good for this, but I don't have any kettlebells. We're going to hold it like this. This is called the goblet march. And you hold it slightly out from your body so that your torso isn't taking the weight. It's your arms and shoulders that are taking the weight. And all we're going to do is march on the spot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter if you can't get your knees up as high as I'm doing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. And yes, we're doing a lunge. I'm going to do the lunge with medium weights. You decide which weights you're going to do. Remember, light weights are using light weights, you can do loads of repetitions. Medium weights, you can do, say, 12 to 15, but by the time you're getting to the end, you're thinking, this is hard, I'll be glad when this is over. And heavy weights, you should only really be able to do about 6. You only use them until what we call failure, but we don't like to use the word failure. So I'm doing medium weights, and I'm going to, as I do the lunge, I'm going to do a bicep curl. So feet hip width apart, step forward, anchor your elbows. It's difficult to say that, easy for you to say. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe dip down a bit more. 5, 6. See, that right knee wants to come in as well. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoo-wee, this is tough, isn't it? Like I say, you don't have to use the weights. Of course, if you're doing the lunge, not only are you having to use your biceps to lift the weights, but your legs are having to lift the additional weight as well. So step forward. This is the other leg. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe medium was a 8. Maybe medium was a bit ambitious. 9. Oh, 10. 11. 12. Whoa, that was hard on the biceps. Maybe, right, we're doing a side bend. I'm going to be ambitious again and keep my medium weight and do a side bend. So we're going to go 1. You keep the weights in both hands. 2, not just one hand. 3, I mean, you keep both weights, hold on to both weights. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoo-wee. Right. Back to the old squatting. This time, I'm using my heavy weight because I'm holding it with both hands. I'm going to do it, it's like a goblet squat. So I can only presume it's called the goblet because you're holding it like this and you maybe sip out of it. Again, a kettlebell would be good for this, but I don't have one. So shuffle towards the edge. You don't have to use a heavy weight. You can use no weights at all, particularly if you're new to this sit-stand business. So same as we did with the goblet march. Hold the weight there. Knees at 90 degrees. I'm going to go 1. Ooh, something in my back ripped there. 2, it's my sacroiliac joint. 3, 4, 5, 6, woo, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's me saying don't injure yourself. My back was clicking and clacking there. Right. We're going to do one more balancing exercise, but just to mix it up a bit. We're not going to do the clock one. If you've got bad knees, you might need to step for this one. If you haven't got bad knees, jump. And try and do it on your toes as well. So we're going to go just jumping to the side like that, just holding it for a couple of seconds, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nice and gentle, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like I said last week, and I will probably say every week, jumping is really good for you. It's good for your bones. Right. We're going on the floor now. Now, these are tough. Sorry. So, getting onto the floor. If you find it difficult, you can get down from a chair. Make sure the chair is stable and down like that. If you've got bad knees, just go down onto there. And if when you're getting back up, if you have difficulty getting back up, just do the same thing in reverse. But if you are not sure whether you can get up and down off the floor at all, don't do this unless you have someone with you. Okay? Now, the first thing we're going to do is called a bird dog. Don't know why it's called a bird dog, but it is. I'll show you how to do it. Now, I know that somebody has bad knees and it's difficult for them to do this. So I'm going to show you a modification. And anybody that finds this really difficult can do the modification. You use the same muscles, you just don't have the balancing bit. So the thing is to have your knees under your hips and hip width apart, your hands under your shoulders, and then you're going to raise one arm and the opposite leg comes out. Okay? So that's what we're going to do with that. But before we start, if you have bad knees, get down on your front and rest your head on the hand that isn't going to be moving. I'm going to do it this way because this arm is still bad. And we're going to lift one arm and the opposite leg and then put it down. One arm and the opposite leg. God, my carpet stinks. Okay? And then when you swap over, you swap arms. See how that goes. Right, I'm going to do the bird dog. So we're going to do, I put one arm up first and then the leg. I find it easier. If you're trying to do both, it can overbalance you. If you can do both, that's fine. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can't do 12 of them, that's fine. Just rest and wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. Woo, 1. Tipping forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting the chair. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whew. That is tough. I'm not pretending it isn't. And I'm a bit scrappy at it, but as you keep doing it, you will get better at it. And you don't need to do all 12 at once. Right, I'm going to give us a bit of a rest now. We're going to do the bridge. So lying on your back, knees bent, feet quite near your bottom, thighs parallel, and up we go. I don't think there's many people that don't know how to do the bridge. Pushing up, push up with those strong glutes, and then we're just going to come down, touch the floor, and back up. 1, 2, 3. You might feel a stretch on your quads. 4, 5, 6, 7. Push up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and then sit up and just lean forward a bit, just to get the bend out your back. Whew. Now, this next one I think is the hardest one. Although some people found they could do this, but it does put a strain on your wrists. So until your wrists strengthen up, maybe only do 2 or 3 and then go into a normal plank. I'll show you what we're going to do. Don't do anything yet. So we're going to hands and knees, or however you want to. And so your hands are under your shoulders and your legs are out behind you. And we're going to do one leg out, the other leg out, and then in. I'm going to do that 12 times. If you're finding that your wrists are really excruciatingly sore or it's too much strain, come down on your knees, go into the plank with your forearms, and then do that. And just hold it until we finish the exercise, because I've timed it and the exercise takes about a minute. Okay? For those of you that gave me feedback, can you let me know how the modifications have gone with you? Okay? So, if you're ready, my specs are falling off. We're going to go out, out, in, 1. 2. This is hard. 3. 4. I can feel this on my abs. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Oh, that is hard. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or pretend it's not. And if you manage to do 12, really well done. Just sit cross-legged for a moment. Just get your breath back. Oh, I'm doing this because I need to get my breath back. If you manage 12, really well done. I could really feel that on my abs. But it strengthens your arms as well because you're holding your whole weight. So very, very well done. And if you managed only 2 or 3, if you manage 1, well done, because it's not an easy exercise. Those of you that are doing the plank can stop now. I was wondering about tacking a couple of side planks on. There's no way I'm doing side planks after that. Right, we're going to do getting up and down off the floor. So if you need to get the chair, this is where your the lunge comes in. If you need to use the chair, get to the chair and up on your knees and then stand up. Okay? I'm going to show you, we're going to do it without using our hands. And somebody said that they could do it on one leg, but not the other leg. And I was tempted to say, well, just use the one leg. But then I thought, what if you fall and that leg is injured? It's good to be able to use both legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down with I'm using my right leg first. Goes down, it's a lunge, but you go down to the floor. And then you use, and up you come. And then the other one, down to the floor. And when I'm coming up, you use your toes as well. So one leg comes up, this leg comes like that, and you push up, okay? So we'll alternate. I have to think hard about how to do this, which leg's going down and things. So we're going to go down with the right leg back and onto your knees, and then right leg back, and up we go. We're going to do another couple on, do the same one again. Down. This is something that should be practiced quite regularly. And then we're going to do left leg back onto your knees, up, and then left leg up. So that's the technique, but it's something you should practice every time. I'm not able to do this one, when you see people going down, standing up like this, there's no way I can do that. I can do it without my hands, but I have to come onto my knees like that and then come up. Because when they say don't use your hands, they don't specify, do they? But it's perfectly okay to use your hands, as long as you can get up and down off the floor. And that's the end of Wednesday's class. Wow, that was tough. I'd be really interested in feedback because, like I say, I don't want to put you off. I don't want to treat us like old dears that can't do anything, because a friend of mine went to a class and she said, oh, it was so easy. I mean, she's not particularly fit. And she said, it's so easy. It was like couldn't do anything. So I don't want to go too much the other way. Anyway, thank you very much. Oh, yes. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on my channel, which just means that you like the channel, and I see 3 of you have already hit the thumbs up one, because if people are looking for exercise class for oldies, they'll see that the thumbs up thing is hit and people will think, oh, that's a good class. I'll do that. So see you on Friday. Same again.